And then I remember the ambulance, and I remember hearing the siren in the background. I remember my daddy talking to me and telling me I'd be okay, you know.
And when you describe there how you were shot, I mean, you've described it a million times, I'm sure, over the years. How does it make you feel when you think about it, like the physical impact of, your nose being flattened, one of your eyes being lost straight away, blind in the other eyes? When you describe it, are you now immune to it, or does it still make your stomach churn to think that that happened to you physically?
I don't think I'm ever immune to it. I think that there are times that I talk about it and I'm okay, and then there's times I talk about it and, I feel like crying sometimes. And that's the truth. Like and it just depends. Sometimes maybe I think it might depend on where I'm at myself. But, and there's different sort of Achilles heels in the middle of a story like that. Like, when I would talk about my parents, for example, I kind of think, well, when my two daughters were born, I realised for the first time, that envelope that kind of opens in your heart, that, this kind of love that you have for your children, this unexplainable, almost irrational love that you have for your children, this precious thing. And then and my daddy and my mommy had to get through watching me struggle with everything that happened. And it must have ripped the heart out of them, really. For them, because it would rip the heart out of me if I had to watch my daughters go through it.
Of course.
So I sometimes can't imagine what it really must have been like for them. When I think back of the things that I kind of struggled with, or, that me adopting the blindness, for example, and maybe find my way about the house and tripping over a shoe in the middle of the floor, or whacking my head off a half-open door. And it was all a learning curve for me, or out the backyard trying to kick a football and maybe swinging my foot and missing it. For me, that was all learning curve, but what must it have been like for my mommy and daddy? Because they were watching it. That's sad. It's sad that they had to get through it. They had no escape. It was the same thing every day. My mommy in particular was, just gone, really. My mommy, I think my mommy had a mental breakdown, although it was never diagnosed. But she was just basically a shipwreck. And my daddy was dealing with that as well. He was dealing with her because she was found walking down the middle of William Street in Derry, which at that time was like a main street in Derry, in the middle of the road, talking to herself. She was up in the middle of the night crying and walking around the house. I remember her coming up when she thought I was sleeping in bed, kneeling beside my bed and saying her prayers, and just completely and utterly broke down, crying, constantly crying. And my daddy was dealing with all of that as well as me. So, that's the hard part. They didn't deserve that. But then nobody does, do they? I remember thinking, I now know what it feels like. I now know what it feels like when people say it's amazing.